Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about my thoughts on the 2004 Mean Girls reboot musical. So I finally mustered up enough courage to go and watch this movie. I've been hesitant to watch it because I really love the original. I've said this before when I reviewed the original on my channel. I love the original. The original was a nice, it felt like Clueless and everything, an updated version of Clueless. It was just a great, hilarious movie. I was in college. I got to see a special screening on my birthday. I was hanging out with my friends, after the movie. Me and this one friend of mine, we went to the dancing club. Then we went to the naughty club. It was just a great night and everything, right? And I have it on DVD. I don't have no other version of DVD. I have the original version of the DVD. It's just a great movie. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. But the problem, like I said, with the original is that some of the jokes, especially the offensive ones, do not hold up today because times are different. And while the original is not broken, it is fractured. So all you gotta do is take a little glue to it and seal up those cracks and everything, right? But this movie, what the world, man? They really missed the mark on this movie. It's like Tina Fey created the original. She created this reboot. When trying to fix the mistakes that she made in the past with all her offensive type jokes that she loves to tell, she went overboard in trying to correct everything. Not only that, but this movie was basically a beat by beat of the original, but technically it is a remake of the musical and everything. This movie was originally supposed to be on Paramount Plus, like a Paramount Plus movie, and it shows too. It doesn't look or feel like a theatrical movie. And if they wanted to make a reboot on the musical, then they should have advertised it as an actual musical. There was no real advertisement in this movie stating that, hey, this is a musical and stuff. So some people got kind of pissed off when they saw this in the theater and people broke out in dance and song. I'm not a huge musical fan, but I can stomach them. Like when it comes to musicals, I think the best way to do it is animation, especially that of Disney. And even the Disney live action remakes of the animation, they can pass as a musical. But this movie is just not gonna pass as a musical. People need to understand something. Not everybody lives in a Glee type world. Not everybody loves musicals anymore. The musical genre in movies is dead and everything. Stop trying to revive it. Because it's not going to come back in the success that people want and everything. The Color Purple did the whole musical thing and it caused it to bomb and everything. And with the changes they made. And here's my thing with the changes from the offensive stuff in the past. I've said this before. You can have offensive jokes. You just don't have to use slurs and you don't have to use stereotypes. You can get around that and stuff. Okay, taking the original. Kim Peck, she used the N-word in the movie. She's an Asian girl and she's from a foreign country. She can't speak English and she used the N-word. I told you this before, as a black man, I hate the N-word. I don't care who uses it, I hate it. I don't like when blacks use it, and I hate when non-blacks use it. And it's but I get the meaning of this joke, what I'm saying? Same way like in Rush Hour with Jackie Chan's character. They're from another country, they've never heard of this word, they hear black folks use it, and they think it's okay, and they think everybody uses it. And that's the funny part of the joke and everything, right? So I get it, but I still don't like hearing the N-word. You know how you get around that? There was a show called Insatiable on Netflix. It's a terrible show. But they had this one Asian character, and the Asian character acts very white. Why? Because her adoptive mother, who is white, kidnapped her from her Asian family when she was younger. And so she just thinks she's the best thing in the world, and she looks down on everybody, stuff like that, right? She was rapping a song that had the N word in it over and over and over again because rappers act like they have to use that word, and if they don't, the world's gonna come to an end or something like that. And so she got around using the N word by actually just saying N word. So she was all like, my N words going down to see my other N words, and like N word, N word, N word. Like that's how she said it, you know what I'm saying? And it was hilarious. She didn't actually say what the word was, she got around the word. You can do something like that, and Tina Fey, who's a really hilarious woman, she should be able to get around that by using something similar, not just taking it completely out. Same thing with the whole Coach Carr thing. Like Coach Carr, he's an adult who messes around with teenage girls at the school. That is disgusting and that is gross. Take that completely out. That makes sense. But you know what you keep doing with him? You have him having an affair with one of the teachers and stuff. Say he's a married man, or say the woman he's having an affair with, or the man he's having an affair with is also married. And he gets busted having the affair, and like his lover or the other person's lover catches them. Or maybe the lover is that of the principal. It's a big shocking moment, and it will, make up for what they did in the original movie. Like, okay, one part of them trying too hard is when Katie first goes to school and there's no seats. And then all of a sudden she has to sit on the floor. I'm just kind of like, is that supposed to be funny? Like, what happened to you, Tina Fey? What has happened to you? That's not funny. That's just stupid and like desperate and pathetic and everything. That's just lazy writing and stuff. Like, okay, you know what? A better way they should have made this movie. It should have been a sequel, like I said before, either like a high school reunion and see what everybody's up to and see Regina trying to reclaim her mean girl status, or we follow the lives of the mothers and their daughters as they're all attending the same high school. And what if Katie's daughter is the new queen bee at the school and is mean and ruthless, but Katie doesn't know it because her daughter changes clothes when she gets to school, acts a different way, and when she comes home, she's completely sweet and nice. That's so like original and would have been different from the original movie and stuff. But instead they come up with this. Now, when it comes to the musical reboot thing, I could not finish the movie. I tried, and I tried twice. I tried to watch this movie twice, and I could not finish it. That's like, I just kept getting irritated and stuff. I stopped around the time Janice was like, hey, you should spy on Regina and then tell us everything about it and we'll laugh about it. That's when I stopped. I just couldn't take it no more. Because one major problem with this movie is everybody tried way too hard and everything. This is literally a beat by beat of both the original and the musical. It should have been its own thing. Personally, I would have loved to see a sequel where the high school kids are now grown up for like a reunion movie and we see what they've been up to. We see who is still a mean person, who is not, who stays in contact with each other, and who's going to get revenge on another person, right? That's what I would have preferred to see. But one reason why that never happened is because Lindsay Lohan was a bad girl with all her multiple mug shots. I heard she's better now. I heard she's a mommy now. I heard she went to another country to escape the paparazzi. That's good. She's doing better because, that girl fell off the deep end, man. And like I said before, it's the Paris Hilton effect. Anybody who hung out with Paris Hilton in the early 2000s pretty much has lost their career and has went insane in the head or has some kind of drug or alcohol addiction. Lindsay Lohan, Christina Ricci, not her. Lionel Richards' daughter, whatever her name is. Um, Nicole Richie, is that it? Nicole Richie, whatever that girl name is, she went off the deep end. Britney Spears, Mia Barton, and everything. Like none of their careers have been the same, be for hanging out with that of Paris Hilton and partying with Paris Hilton. And some of them have showed their JJ because of Paris Hilton when they got out of a car because they don't want to wear underwear. And I think the only one to really truly 100% recuperate was Nicole Richie and everything. And the only reason why Kim Kardashian didn't fall down that rabbit hole is because I don't think she was ever really truly friends with Paris Hilton. She was just using her to get famous. Cause remember, Kim used to hang out in the background with Paris, like behind her, like her shadow. And what happened after that? People started wondering, oh, who's this? Like, one girl hanging out with Paris and everything, with the brown color skin. And next thing you know, she made a sex tape. And next thing you know, she became super famous. And you don't even see her talk or hang out with Paris Hilton no more. So I think that's how she was able to escape it and everything. But anyway, so, because Lindsay Lohan was being a bad girl back in the day, that movie just never got made and everything. And yeah, they could technically make it now. Does she deserve redemption? Well, she never finished her prison sentence. She basically had a Paris Hilton meltdown in prison and got out. And like, I don't know. I mean, it's been a lot of years. She hasn't messed up since. If her acting's good now, which I have no idea, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just done with her and everything. She's irritating. Her family's irritating. Like, whatever, what I'm saying? But she does make a cameo in this movie. And she, after so many years of staying silent and disappearing from the spotlight, she's gonna make an uproar by getting mad about one joke in this movie. Because Tina Fey said that she's a firecracker or something like that. Oh, no, fire crotch. That's it, fire crotch. And apparently this was an insult towards her, a guy made many, many years ago when she was doing the bad girl thing. And that one little line in the movie pissed her off that she went on social media and went on a tirade. And it's like, dude, chill. You was not innocent back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I still don't know the specifics of what this term mean and everything. Maybe that's what offended you, or just maybe because it reminded you of your past. And if you're reminded of your past, that's your own fault and stuff. But anyways, so because this movie is basically a beat by beat, it felt weird rehashing the same exact stuff with a brand new cast who tried way too hard to emulate the stars that came before them while also trying to do their own thing. Yeah, if this is a remake, you do try to match the original and you also try to add your own flavor to it. But the problem is like the original actors, even the ones that had small roles, are too iconic. They're too iconic. So when you try to duplicate what they brought to the table and try to overdo it, it's not gonna work out, especially by a bunch of new stars that nobody's really ever heard of. When it came to this remake, the only person I knew of is Renee Rapp. I only know her because of this show, The Sex Lives of College Girls. And like I said before, she left that show right before the third season ever got made, just to start doing movies and musicals and stuff like that. And yes, I know she was Regina George in the musical and stuff. And so like, I just hope her new path and her career will work out, because she's only going to be in 3 of the 6 episodes of season 3. And that pisses me off because her character is the best developed character on the show. Everybody else in this movie, I don't recognize unless they're a veteran actor like the adults playing in this. And the thing is, oh, no, I recognize the girl playing Janice because I saw her in The Power and she was good in that. And it's just, but the problem is everybody was trying to outdo the original and they brought too much to the movie. Like, take the girl who plays Karen. Gorgeous and everything, right? The problem with her is that, see, here's the thing, Karen is stupid. She's stupid, she's dumb, she's a bit on the mentally inept side. And she tried to outdo that by overdoing the mental ineptness of Karen. Karen is a very dumb, stupid girl, but she still has some self-awareness. It's just she's too stupid. It's kind of like the whole Damien is too gay to function, she's too stupid to function type thing. You know what I'm saying? But even though she is dumb, she still has some wherewithal of some sensibility. It's just not that bright, but she still has a little bit of it, right? And so the problem with the new girl is that she just goes full on like stupid zombie. You know what I'm saying? She makes her eyes go really big to where she zones out, to where it looks like there's nobody home inside, and the whole zombie stupid no brain type thing. It was too much, it was too awkward, and it felt desperate. And that's how a lot of these cast members feel when they're doing these roles. They feel desperate. The actress who plays Janice, now they corrected her by making her a lesbian, which many people felt like Janice should have been a lesbian. I still don't see it in the original because she's just a goth alternative girl. That don't scream lesbian and everything. Her wearing a tuxedo at prom, yeah, that kind of does, but it also sticks out from her trying to be different from everybody else. If anything, I would have made her bi or non-binary and stuff. I remember there used to be a girl who used to dress just like Janice in college and stuff. And the thing is, Janice has an iconic look to her that was not translated very well in this movie. Not only that, but the actress who in the reboot constantly kept smiling and everything. That is not who Janice is. Janice is traumatized by a rumor that was conducted by that of Regina, and it has left her to be like this outsider, this goth, like pissed off type girl. She only smiles like probably like twice in the movie. One when she gets together with Kenny G, and another one when she wants to take down Regina, because she's very, very temperamental and manic and stuff. Like you will set her off and she will get pissed and scream at you because she is just furious because her life was ruined because of a rumor. Here, it's just she's constantly smiling and she just seems so happy, cheerful and everything. And it's like, why? And the thing that, the whole rumor thing is different from the other one because, you had to change that because it's okay to be a lesbian now. Well, not to a certain group of people in this world, but anyway. But now it's just like, oh, she's rumored to start fires and everything. That's her big, like, thing that makes her go on this goth path. Like, that don't make any freaking sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I guess Tina Fey was so concerned about not offending people that she just went in like a stupid writing, like, stance. I guess, I don't know, she might have just like, I don't know, she might have did this on purpose just so like, okay, I don't want to make another one. It's tough. Some people would do that, man. Some people would sabotage their own stuff, but hey, who knows, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she's not used to not writing offensive stuff. Like, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But like, from the parts that I did get in the movie, nobody seems mean. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? And I love myself some Renee Rapp. Like, she is hot and everything, you know what I'm saying? But she doesn't feel like Regina George to me. Like, she's just like snappy with her comebacks, but that's how Renee Rapp is when you see her in interviews. And, she doesn't vibe as Regina George to me. Now, I know she played her in, like, the musical, but, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Also, let's talk about the musicals for a second. I was not feeling none of the songs whatsoever. And I've listened to the songs on YouTube before, and I'm just not feeling them whatsoever. Except for Karen's song. That was actually pretty catchy. But other than that, I wasn't feeling them. Now, when Renee first showed up as Regina and sung her song, her mouth movements was odd when she sung it. You lip sync and everything. And when she lip synced it, and her movements were just very strange as she kept staring into the camera and stuff. It was jarring, to say the least. And so, yeah. Now, As for Gretchen, she just feels non-existent in this movie. I just wasn't feeling her from the short appearance I saw. Now, the one person that did impress me, like, here's the thing. If you're gonna try to outdo the original, you gotta make it your own. And I think the actor who plays Damien really brought it. Because the thing about Damien is that he's gay in the movie, but sometimes he always felt like a stereotypical gay guy. Like he felt like a straight man trying to play a gay man, when in actuality, people didn't notice at the time, he was actually a gay man pretending to be a straight man, playing a gay man. And he played him a little too straightforward and stuff. Here, Damien is just gay. And, and that's how he's supposed to be and everything. He's supposed to be overly flamboyant and stuff. And I really think the new actor really brought that to the movie. I think they probably couldn't do it back then because that was like the early 2000s, but they're able to do it now. So he's the only one who feels genuine and everything. The guy who played the love interest Samuel or whatever, I wasn't feeling it like whatsoever. Now, as for the actress who played Katie, no offense to her, but she was really miscast for this movie. And I mean, she was really miscast for this movie. Like, I wasn't feeling her singing. She didn't feel like Katie Heron and everything. You can put her in that blue, what is it? Flannel shirt, the red ponytail and everything, but I just wasn't feeling it. I remember her from those MCU Spider-Man movies, and she doesn't have a big role in those movies. So I was always been wondering, what is she like in acting? She doesn't have many credits under her belt, and it shows in her performance. She really needs to like book more roles, learn her craft, and practice a little bit harder with her acting because I just wasn't feeling it and stuff. And I don't think she was the right choice to helm a movie because, in Mean Girls, there are two main co-leads, Regina and Katie, and I don't think she's ready to helm like, her own project just yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like the nicest way I could put it. No offense to her. I'm sure she's nice, but she was just miscast. And it's strange because a lot of people in this movie feel miscast. And I don't know what Tina was thinking. Tina was part of the casting process of the original. They really, really, really took their time with the casting of the original. Even to the point where Amanda Seyfried, she wanted to play Regina, and she looks like a Regina George and everything, but they thought she'd be better as Karen. Here, what the world was Tina Fey thinking and everything? And I do solely put this on Tina Fey, along with the actors and stuff, because Tina Fey is the one who conducted this project and everything, And as for the fashion, I'm sorry, but you really expect me to believe the plastics dress like this? Like, I'm not even a fashionable person. But the thing about the plastics is that they're the richest girls in school, and they are the most popular girls at school. Regina lives in a freaking mansion. Gretchen father created toastal strudel or whatever you call it. And I mean, they dress beyond rich, you know what I'm saying? Beyond that of any high school person. Here, it's like, you mean to tell me, oh, leather pants supposed to make you look rich and everything? Like, nah, man. Like, the clothes just wasn't doing it for me in this movie. And you can tell it had the budget of a streaming movie. That's what this was originally supposed to be, a streaming movie. And and my God, like, what's her name? Janice. She doesn't look like an outsider goth who just dresses like out there and everything. She dresses kind of normal goth and everything. And I know the actress dresses very goth-like and everything, but I wasn't feeling it here, man. And it's weird because, they have the names of the original characters. It's basically a beat by beat of the original movie, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like a cheap imitation of it. And a cheap imitation of it is the second Mean Girls movie, which we do not talk about. But this movie kind of makes me want to go back and watch the second movie, which we do not talk about. Because the second movie, which we do not talk about, is a TV made movie. Whereas this one's a streaming movie that went theatrical, and it just doesn't feel that way, man. Like it really, really, really just doesn't. And all that TikTok crap with the screens, and you don't have to do that to feel modern, man. Like you just don't and everything. Like, they should have left well enough alone. Yeah, the first one has some offensive stuff. Whatever. But the original was just so much better, man. It's just kind of like if you can't improve on the original without making it lame, don't even attempt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those are just my thoughts on this movie. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.